bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy. Here we go,
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Kamara trying the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Check it back.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Jefferson stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ground, this is Kamara, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Buccaneers 7, Saints 6.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Jones operating from the gun. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's got Evans. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
First down and 10 yards to go.
59, Mike to 59.
That's what I do.
Back.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard of... pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Throwing Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. from 8 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard. Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover. In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away. Murray now on 1st down. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him. Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Thomas, the intended target. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. See if they do just that. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On on 2nd and 15 now. Jones going for the deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's got room. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37th. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They'll run on first down. Jefferson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Jones. He completes it to Evans. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Jones now operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an error in the game.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Yep, go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10, being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop